Welcome to Texas Today. I'm Kristen Dickerson. We're in the heart of Deep Ellum, where Trinity Cider and Picadera have joined forces to create an unforgettable food and drink destination. A partnership formed by Evan Kalstead and Michael Tavares. This new venue offers the perfect combination of cider and cuisine, featuring everything from seasonal flavors to traditional dishes. With a vibrant atmosphere and a focus on community, Trinity Cider and Picadera promises an experience like no other. I'm joined by Evan and Michael, and I'm so grateful to be with both of you guys. Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
Thank you for coming.
So tell me about this unique partnership.
We've been open for 6 years across the street in a little tiny place.
Yeah.
And it was great. People loved our cider, but they kept asking, do you have food? And over again, no, we don't have food. When we were getting ready to move into this bigger space that has a kitchen, it's just across the street from the old space, we were like, we can have food.
Yes.
And man, I couldn't get that dang chimney burger out of my mind that Mike made during our pop-ups at our place.
Yes.
First pop-up was probably 3-4 years ago with Mike, and we called him up and said, hey Mike, you think you'd be interested in running our kitchen for us and just operating Picadera out? And he said, heck yeah, I would. So
yeah, was it an easy decision for you, Michael?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a no-brainer.
For those who have not tried your delicious food or tried your food at the State Fair of Texas, what makes your food so good? Kind of, how do you explain it to people?
I think it's just, a lot of love obviously going into it, using authentic ingredients. I get a lot of things shipped in, for instance, our Dominican oregano and other spices that we use that we can't find in Dallas, just to make sure that food has that authenticity to it. So pairs well with Evan ciders.
Yes, and what's the deal with that chimney burger that he could not get out of his brain and that led to this partnership? Will you tell me about all the layers of tasties?
The burger patty itself, we actually marinate the ground beef with some of those Dominican spices we just spoke about.
That's brilliant.
Yes, it's got some veggies in there too. It's all in that patty. It is topped with the pickled red onions, pickled red cabbage, green tomatoes, and of course that Picadera's secret sauce that everyone keeps asking about.
Yes, and you never say exactly what's in it, but it is so tasty. It just hits all the different elements in my mouth, I think. It's just like, yum!
These are fried yuca balls.
Oh, I love yuca.
Yes, and inside it's filled with some gooey mozzarella cheese. Again, some of our secret sauce on top, and some pickled red onions. This we call canoa de plátano maduro. So canoa is like a canoe of a sweet plantain. So it's split open. It's got our carne molida in there, our Dominican ground beef that is stewed. A little bit of our tropical fried cheese that we grate on top, and then some cilantro.
Yum. And what's closest to you?
So this is the fried cheese.
I love that.
And this is the fried salami. Both Dominican ingredients as well that I have to get into Dallas.
Yes.
And this was actually what was inside of the
Vertura dog.
Vertura dog at the State Fair of Texas, the fried salami and the fried cheese.
Yum. And one of the many things that you all have in common is that you both moved to this area and realized that North Texas was missing something delicious. For you, it was Dominican street food, and for you, it was cider. Will you tell us a little bit about what you all do and what you offer here now?
Growing up in Washington State, in the Seattle area, where it's the apple state, there's a lot of apples, there's a lot of cider. There are over 120 cideries in Washington State.
Wow.
So I grew up making hard cider, just little tiny batches with my dad.
When you were little?
Yeah, we'd pick our apples and grind them and press them and make hard cider. But no need for another cidery. There are 120 of them for 7 million people.
Yeah.
I moved down to Dallas, still 7 million people. There's only one cider company.
Like what?
Yeah, and a lot of the ciders that I could find around Dallas were, imported from far away and were really sugary. I think it's time to start a cider company. So 7 years ago we kicked off Trinity Cider, and now finally we have food.
Congratulations. And we can find you pretty much throughout North Texas, and you're continuing to expand.
So you can find it at bars, restaurants, and grocery stores. You can find all of it here at Trinity Cider.
Ready. The ciders really do pair very well with the food.
Okay.
It's light, it's refreshing.
Yes.
Got some cool flavors that match.
And I also like that you have a non-alcoholic option as well.
Yep.
So for people who aren't drinking alcohol right now, there's something you can have delicious food and drinks. What are you looking for?
We'll always have non-alcoholic options. I prefer the alcoholic options. One in particular is the fried pork belly. It's just magic when you take that fatty pork and then mix it with something that's has that acidity and the fizziness of a dry cider. It's just a match made in heaven. And as far as one thing I'm looking forward to, I mean, the food, but specifically that pork belly.
So delicious. Guys, congratulations on this partnership. It's a pleasure meeting you. And Michael, it's great to see you again.
Thank you.
To learn more about Trinity Cider and Picadera, and also to see their upcoming events, go to picaderaxtrinitycider.com and be sure to follow them on social media at Trinity Cider and at Picadera_DFW.